This is Lagoon Radio.
My people, your Obonge show don't land for your correct radio station, Lagoon Radio, your #1 online gospel radio, powered by the Anglican Diocese of Lagos. Join me, your personal person, Obonge Sandito, every Saturday from 3 p.m. reach 4 p.m. We go, they talk about different things where they sell for our society, for family, now for every matter we go dey chook our mouth dey yarn una. Join us for www.lagoonradio.ng. make una follow us for social media, Lagoon Radio Nigeria, that one na for Facebook, Lagoon Radio.NG, Instagram and Twitter. Watch us for YouTube at Lagoon TV. Make we dey totori una dey go.
Bible talk am for Obadiah 1 verse 17 say na who fit run go Mount Zion go free and na him go holy, and all Jacob pikin go fit collect their plenty better property. Baba God fit do anything wey him want, and na him ready to comot all the plenty yamayama wahala wey dey do you if you put mind for him matter. All of us wey dey for Diocese of Lagos Anglican Communion don join body tell you make you show for this new level wey we wan start. Dem dey call am diocesan breaking of fetters, and we know say Baba God go help person wey need help. He go comot yamayama for plenty people body, and him go make all of una life better. Now every third Tuesday this one go dey happen o for also Church Lekki wey dey for number 15 Kayode Animashaun Street, wey dey for Admiralty Way side for inside Lekki phase 1. E go start for 11 o'clock for morning time. Anybody wey call Baba God name na him go see help and things go dey okay for am. Oya run come collect brekete blessing and miracle o. Na Right Reverend Ifedola Senasu Gabriel Okukpevi, the oga patapata for Lagos Diocese Anglican Communion, na he carry this story come.
This is Lagoon Radio. Lagoon Radio.
It's been a sunny day in this part of Lagos, and I hope you're enjoying the sun. And just a little joke, a cool for scarcity in Lagos and every part of Nigeria. I hope you're coping well. My name is Olasimbo Anjorin. As usual, I'm your anchor and a presenter for this your wonderful program. Hello, Doctor. And we're here with a very beautiful topic again. Let me say what beautiful, because it might be a bit controversial today. Anyway, we still have to go on. Okay, today we'll be discussing sexually transmitted infections. Okay, and before I go on, you can actually join us and you can share our lines on your platform on Lagoon Radio Nigeria. That's on Facebook, Lagoon Radio Nigeria, and on Instagram, Lagoon Radio.NG, Lagoon Radio.NG. We're on YouTube also, Lagoon TV, and Lagoon TV. So you can actually go on those platforms, share our links, and watch old videos, watch new videos, and all. Make your comments, ask your questions, and you can also reach me on WhatsApp 0054 781415 08054781415. I'm on Facebook also, Olasimbo Anjorin, Olasimbo Anjorin. On Instagram, Olasimbo.Anjorin. So you can see all topics there. You can ask questions. You can make suggestions. You can send your opinion. And we need sponsors too. If you can sponsor a program and get free advert and all publicity, you're welcome. So back to today's topic. I'm not going to spend much time. Maximum 30 to 35 minutes. I think Precious will be fine with that. So we're discussing sexually transmitted infection, and a lot of time, I see a lot of let me say almost every day we see cases of people that have sexually transmitted infections, and sometimes they might moan that, hey, I just took care of myself some days ago. Why is this thing coming back? And some people might be saying that, it seems it's toilet, because some people don't know the difference between the one you get from toilet and the one you get sexually. They don't know the difference. So sometimes they might use it as a way of escape, from, maybe relationship problem and all. Yeah. No, as Christians, we don't preach fornication, though. We don't preach fornication. So when we are talking about this, we are actually focusing on couples, okay? Couples. And if you can't go get them for another place, now you sabi. We are focusing on couples because some people think because they are married, they are free from sexually transmitted infection. No. There is even a particular case. This man is actually begging me to talk to his wife, that the wife is always complaining that he goes and brings an infection for her. Know that, whereas the man says he's not promiscuous. So I in my own mind, I'm down on matter, because you guys are married and you guys are elderly people. At least you have children almost as old as I am. So I don't know why I should be putting my mouth in marital issue. So I think they should solve it. But just to clear some doubts, just to give some facts. There are some things some people don't know. They think some of these things is usually only from men. They think it's only men that brings it to the house, okay? And some people just think immediately they have issues like that, it means the person is probably promiscuous and all. I don't go deep into that. I will just share basic information. But if you need any other information or you want to ask questions, you can contact us on those our platform. Again, on Facebook, Lagoon Radio Nigeria. On Instagram and Twitter, LAGOONRADIO.NG. And on YouTube, Lagoon TV. Then my WhatsApp number is 08054781415. 08054781415. You can contact me on social media also. Olasimbo Anjorin on Facebook, Olasimbo.Anjorin on Instagram. So now to the topics. I'll give some facts that have been given by WHO based on studies. Okay, so I will start with those ones. First, this one is shocking. More than 1 million curable sexually transmitted infections are acquired every day. I come again. More than 1 million curable sexually transmitted infections are acquired every day, not every week, not every month, every day. More than 1 million every day worldwide in people between the age of 15 and 49 years old. Okay. Between the age of 15 and 49 years old. That means in a year, we should be seeing 356 or 57 million cases. We have 356, 357 days in a year. So if you are going to be seeing more than 1 million a day, that means you are seeing 356 to 357 in a year. That's a massive number. And there's an age bracket, 15 to 49. So we are not even calculating those that are more than 50 because they didn't put them in study. The age bracket that was put in study was actually 15 to 49. And majority of them are asymptomatic. I will explain that. What it means is that they will not even show symptoms. So I think that one has already answered one question. Because many people think that it's until they start having symptoms, itching, discharge and all that they feel that they have infection. They can have it and they will not show symptoms. In fact, it has been shown that more than 1 million people every day, not every year, every day, usually have STI. And they won't even show symptoms. So I don't know. You might be part of that 1 million people are not knowing. I will still get to that part. You might be part of 1 million people and you don't know that you have sexually transmitted infection. That's why you're sexually active. One. Then second one in 2020, that's 2020, there were an estimated 374 new infections in people between 15 to 49. In 2020, there were an estimated 374 million new. That is not people that have been having it before. People that are having it for the first time. Because you now, you'll be saying that, me, I'm this, I'm clean, I'm that. Maybe part of the 374 million people. That it was even to 2020. Now, that's 4 years from now. It might have increased. So you know where I'm going. An estimated 8 million adults between 15 to 49 years old were infected with only syphilis in 2022. 8 million adults between the age of 15 and 49. Syphilis, so that one are only syphilis, so 8 million. More than 500 million people of the same age bracket, 15 to 49, are estimated to have a genital infection with herpes simplex virus, that's HSV, or what you call herpes for short. Okay, I will be rushing. Then HPV, human papilloma virus, is associated with over 311,000 cervical cancer deaths every year. Okay, human papilloma virus is one that is actually one of the main causes, if not the major, is a major cause of cervical cancer in women. What is cervical cancer? It's actually cancer of the cervix. The cervix is the neck of the vagina, is between the vagina and the womb. Okay, for those that understand anatomy, you get what I'm saying. It's between the vagina and the womb. That's where the cervix is. It's like they will call it the neck. In another term, the neck of the womb. The womb is where a child is being, a baby, a fetus, an unborn child stays in the body. I'll be using layman terms so you'll be understanding. So, human papilloma virus, HPV, is associated with over 311 cervical cancer deaths every year. That means out of people that die of cervical cancer, 311,000 of them were due to HPV. That is it in another word. Okay, so another 1.1 million pregnant women were estimated to be infected with syphilis in 2022, resulting in over 390% adverse birth outcome. This is the meaning. It means even if you are pregnant, it does not mean that you cannot have infection. Okay, so it was shown in 2022 that 1.1 million pregnant women had syphilis, and it resulted in 390,000 adverse birth outcomes. That means it affected their unborn child. It affected the birth of 390 babies. What they mean by adverse birth outcomes is that they might have complications. Okay, the child might have issues. Maybe the child might come with a virus, or might come with other form of infection, or it might affect the growth of the baby. The baby might not mature very well. It might even lead to the death of the baby. Maybe miscarriage or stillbirth. Okay, I hope you get that point. I'm just trying to break it down so we understand. Now, another one. This one I might dwell here a bit because I see cases of this every time. STIs, that's sexually transmitted infections, have a direct impact on sexual and reproductive health through stigmatization. Okay, some people are being stigmatized for that because they have viral infection, they have bacterial infection. I hope you know HIV is part of the infections we are talking about. It's the virus infection. You know that one is not curable, just like herpes is not curable. We have curable ones and we have those ones that are not curable. Okay. So I'm just letting you know. All those chlamydia, gonorrhea, and other bacterial stuff, they are actually treatable. They are curable. But herpes, talking about herpes, HPV, those ones are difficult to treat. Okay, they are difficult to treat. HIV is not curable. In fact, herpes doesn't even have cure. It's only management. HIV too, it doesn't have cure. At least as of today, I don't know if tomorrow maybe somebody will come out with a solution. You can only manage it. There's no cure. But for HPV, there is vaccination. We'll get back to that. HPV, hepatitis B, and those ones have vaccines that you can use. But it's not that maybe to, cure it completely and stuff, you understand? So, again, STI have a direct impact on sexual and reproductive health through stigmatization. these people are being stigmatized. What I mean by that is that they are being perceived as abnormal people. Okay, when they see people with HIV, some people don't even want to share. What did I put? They don't even want to share a seat with them. They don't even want to stay beside them, even in public places. They don't want to sit near them, as if HIV can be transmitted through clothing. It cannot be transmitted through clothing. It cannot be transmitted through fluid, exchange of fluid. Okay, fluid, body fluid. I mean, blood and the likes. So it cannot be transmitted through you giving the person a good handshake, or touching the person, or sharing plates and all. It cannot be shared by that. But some people just stigmatize them and see them as outcasts. Let me use that word. See them as outcasts. Then infertility. This one I always tell married couples. I'm now sharing experiences. Okay, I always tell married couples, when you have issue with infertility, don't always think it's the woman. Okay, think about the man also. Some men have underlying issue. Now I mentioned it that time that we have more than 1 million people that usually have curable infection, and they don't even know every day, not every day, 1 million every day, and they don't even know because they don't come with symptoms. So in some situation, you see some couples saying that they are looking for a child, and they will not think that is the child that is the woman that is responsible for that. It's actually not. It might not be the woman. It might be the woman. It might not be the woman. As a woman, while you're checking yourself, while you're trying to treat yourself, advise your husband to also go for tests, to go for diagnosis, because sometimes some men they have these infections and it has affected the production of healthy sperm. You might actually be having semen, but they might not be healthy. Ejaculating does not mean that you have healthy semen, that you have mobile sperms. You get, so you have to check, and sometimes it's due to severe infection. It has affected the fertility of the man. So the woman will be busy running around thinking that I'm responsible for me not having children, not knowing that the man is responsible. Okay? Even women also, some of these infections can lead to PID, can lead to growth of ovarian cysts, and those things can actually affect fertility. So it has been shown that these STIs, they have direct impact on sexual and reproductive health. Even some men, they find it difficult to... I think I can use some word here, but they find it difficult to act like men, to their wives, during sexual intercourse. They don't. You get what I'm saying now? They don't have that should I call it energy? Not really energy, but they don't have that urge, or they don't have that strength. Their body goes down easily because of some of these things. Some of these infections can affect erection, can affect the health of the sperm and all. Okay, and it leads to cancer. Like I mentioned, HPV, human papilloma virus, is one of the main cause, if not even the main cause of cervical cancer, and it leads to death. At least 311,000 people that die from cervical cancer were actually due to HPV infection. That's human papilloma virus. Okay, so another thing is that I mentioned this earlier too. It causes pregnancy complication. If as a pregnant woman you think that having sexually transmitted infection is fine. It's not fine. No. It can affect your baby. In fact, it can lead to miscarriage or stillbirth. If there are many cases where even the child, by the time you're giving birth to the child, you're not giving birth to a complete child, in quotes, because it might have affect the child can actually have other things that will affect the CNS, all these meningitis and co. So you are not having a complete child. The child might not be able to think properly. You might not be able to grow the way a normal child should grow. Okay, so even as pregnant women, you should be careful. You should watch yourself. If you are not very sure about your man or the man you're married to, you at least try to take care of yourself. And if you notice any change, that is why it's even good that during antenatal, they should go for tests also. During antenatal, I know of some antenatal places where they take swab from them. Health practitioners in the house understand what I'm saying. They take swab from them to run tests. If they have microbial infection, viral infection, or fungal infection, just to be sure. Okay, it causes complication in pregnant women, STIs, and it can increase the risk of HIV. Okay, because already if STI is present, there's a fight. Let me put it that way, with the immune system. There's a fight with the immune system, and as the fight is going on with the immune system, it's dropping the immunity of your body. For those that don't understand what I mean by the immune system is the system God gave us to act like soldiers of the body. Yeah, they act like soldiers of the body. They help in preventing or fighting against foreign bodies like infections and all. So what happens is that when there's an infection coming, the immune system stand up to counter that. So, but in a situation where there is already infection, okay, now you are now thinking that your immune system won't just back down. They will have to stand up to fight. So as they are fighting, the infection too is fighting them. So as they are getting weak, there are going to be some kind of other opportunistic infections that will come in. It's because it's weakening the immune system. That is how you are increasing the risk of HIV. Okay? You are increasing the rate of HIV with that. Also, please, I've noticed in many cases from experience, people abuse antibiotics a lot because of infection. In fact, there's this particular one, but it has reduced now. They usually use 1 capsule of ampiclos after having sexual intercourse, saying that it prevents infection. Hi, chai. First, that is even drug abuse. Secondly, it's drug misuse. 3, it will not work. So even if you want to even use ampiclos, 1 capsule cannot do anything. You have to take the normal dosage. Whereas, even that is not even a way of preventing infection. There are other ways you can do that. Talk to your health practitioners. I always say it, all drugs are poisons. Don't use drugs anyhow. Don't believe you can just walk into a place and ask them, oh, with the sit-ins for pharmacy, they will just come up to you, I want to buy ampiclos. Some will even mention one particular brand that we all know about. They said, just give me 1 capsule. I was like, for what? It was even one of the time I was trying to question one particular person. They say, you just do something, finish, and you want to use it to prevent. I was like, from where? Who taught you this? Saying the user and it has been working. My guy, it has not been working. It's because you've not had infection. If you have infection, you know that ampiclos did not work. Okay? Now, the bad part of it, when you start abusing this medication, over time, your body starts growing resistance to them. What I mean by resistance is that your body will start getting used to that medication. Then when you now need it to treat something in your body, it will not be enough to treat that because your body is already used to saying it. Let me give an instance. For those people that take a lot of coffee, okay, I'll use coffee as an example. If you take a sachet of Nescafe, if you're always taking a sachet of Nescafe, Precious is shaking his head. You take a lot of coffee. So you're always taking a cup of coffee every day. Over time, that 1 cup won't be enough for you. You want to increase. I don't want to use other things like alcohol. I'm just trying to use coffee. You want to increase the quantity of coffee you take, okay? Because your body now is resistant to 1 cup is not enough. Jare, drink extra. Just like people that take drugs for sleeping, they take pills to relax and sleep. If they don't take it the way it's been prescribed and they overtake it, they are using overdose of it, they are taking it longer than the time recommended, their body will start getting used to it. So their body will start growing resistance to the drug. So you have to be increasing the dose for you to get the same effect you've been getting before. Same with antibiotics when you are treating sexually transmitted infection or other kind of infection. If you're using it excessively, it will start making it worse for you. I actually want to say a big shout out to a spiritual father. I can see he's online. My own pastor, Adeshola Adebao. Thank you, sir, for joining. And my sister, Princess Anjorin. Thank you for joining. Everybody online, thank you for joining. I can see you. So going on with the drug resistance, it's important that you don't take drugs anyhow. You don't, especially when it comes to taking care of infection. Go to the right places. Okay, because of time, I want to go to implication of STI, but we want to take a very short break. We'll be playing a very danceable song by Mike Abdul. The title of the song is Carry Your Body. Or is it Carry My Body? Carry My Body, anyone. So just relax, enjoy yourself. We'll be back in very, very few minutes. Thank you.
This is Lagoon Radio.
Are you looking for top-notch printing services that deliver quality and reliability every time? Look no further. The Lagos Diocesan Printing Press is here to serve you. At the Lagos Diocesan Printing Press, we specialize in bringing your ideas to life with precision and excellence. Whether you need business cards, brochures, flyers, or banners, we've got you covered. Our state-of-the-art printing technology ensures vibrant colors, clear text, and professional finishing that will make your brand stand out from the crowd. But that's not all. We pride ourselves yourselves on exceptional customer service, fast turnaround times, and competitive pricing to fit any budget. So why wait? Visit the Lagos Diocesan Printing Press today at 17 Broad Street, Lagos Anglican Seminary, and let us help you make a lasting impression. You can also give us a call on 0703 559 7826 or 0816 398 2570. Lagos Diocesan Printing Press, where your vision becomes reality.
Hello everyone, I am the Right Reverend Ifedola Senasu Gabriel Okupevi, Bishop of Lagos. You are listening to Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria and the official radio of the Diocese of Lagos Anglican Communion. God bless you as you keep on listening to us. God bless Nigeria. God will keep Nigeria. Lagoon of blessings will be upon you. Keep on listening, keep on smiling, and peace will reign in your domain. In Jesus' name.
This is Lagoon Radio.
Yeah, welcome back to Hello Doctor. And you know, your health is a wealth, your health is a treasure. Always take care of them. Okay? Take care of your health. We've been discussing sexually transmitted infections. So I've given some key facts, and some information that was given that I got from World Health Organization based on studies. I said it earlier. More than 1 million curable STIs have been discovered every day, acquired by people of the world. Every day in the world, in people between 15 to 49 years old, every day. And most of them are asymptomatic. That means you won't even know that the person has any infection. Okay, so it's not about you seeing symptoms alone. Okay, and there are curable ones, chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, and others, and there are viral ones that are not curable, like HIV, herpes, and herpes. You can manage it like HIV, but there is no cure as at today, except there's a miracle. And there are some that you can, manage well with, like hepatitis B and all. So now, implications of STIs. What I mean by implications are those things that can result from having sexually transmitted infection, both the ones that are curable and the ones that are not curable. I'll join them together. Okay, let me start with herpes. STIs like herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis can increase the risk of HIV acquisition. I said it earlier. These ones, somebody that have it is actually increasing the person's chances of having HIV. That means because of the problem of immunity, the immunity would have been compromised by this infection. It will make it lower. Like I said, the immunity and the immune system is like the soldier of the body. They are the soldiers of the body. They help the body to fight infections, foreign bodies and all. So somebody that has infection can actually increase the person's chances of having HIV because the immune system is being compromised. Then I talked about pregnant women having it. I mentioned it that 1.1 million pregnant women were estimated to be infected with syphilis in 2022. And it resulted in over 390,000 adverse birth outcomes. So now talking about the implications and complications in pregnant women. There is usually a transmission of infection from mother to child. It can be transferred, definitely now. The mother sends blood there's a blood transmission between the mother and the unborn child. So the blood carries the infection to the unborn child, which can lead to stillbirth. Stillbirth meaning giving birth to a dead child. That's the meaning of stillbirth. The baby arrives dead. Okay. It can also lead to neonatal death. Neonatal death means the fetus might die in the womb. Stillbirth is different from neonatal death. Stillbirth is when the baby is coming dead. You can even neonatal death is when you might actually have even the baby dying after birth because of the complication. So let's know the difference. It also leads to low birth weight and prematurity. Low birth weight meaning for the babies. The babies might come not having the required weight needed for a healthy child. Imagine a baby coming, we don't lose weight. You are going to spend money. That's when they start having issue of this baby is premature. He didn't come the right time. He came before 9 months. Or the baby is coming at 9 months and is not having the very good weight. So they have to spend money, place the child on special treatment just to increase the weight because weight has to do with our health. There's a particular way the baby needs to get before you know that this child is born. The same, it can cause sepsis too. Sepsis is a form of it's actually a form of infection also for the unborn child. Okay, can cause neonatal conjunctivitis. I think I mentioned conjunctivitis 2 weeks ago. What we call Apollo in Nigeria. I still don't know where the Apollo came from, sha. But it's actually infection of the white part, the cornea, the white part of the eye. So we call it Apollo. But the medical term is conjunctivitis. So you see some child being born with that condition just because there was a movement of infection from the blood of the mother to their blood while they were still in the womb. So there are issues of congenital deformities also. You can have cleft palate in some baby. You can have their ear not growing very well. You can have their eyes not growing properly. You can have some of them with deformed head. Some of them might even have internal organ issue. Their internal organs might not develop properly due to infection they had. Then human papillomavirus infection can cause cervical and other cancers. I mentioned it earlier. HPV is the major cause of cervical cancer death. It's the major cause. In fact, it causes about 311,000 cervical cancer deaths. So it's very important that we understand that somebody that have HPV, if not very properly handled, or the person is not careful, the person does not know, it can lead to cervical cancer. And I said this, sometimes you don't even see the symptoms. Okay. So even hepatitis B that resulted in over 1 million deaths that was in 2020. Over 1 million deaths worldwide. Hepatitis B is actually a form of liver infection. Let me just put it that way. It's a liver infection. It affects the liver basically, but it can be carried in the blood. It can be carried in other fluid. It can be carried in the saliva. It can be carried into the blood. So it can be transmitted sexually. Okay, that is why it's here. It can be transmitted sexually. Hepatitis, I hear people ask me that kind of question. Yes, it can be transmitted sexually. So it can actually cause death, 1 million deaths. That is if it leaves the first stage and goes to the second stage and goes to cirrhosis and hepatocellular carcinoma. Carcinoma is a form of cancer. Okay, so you can go to cirrhosis where the liver is wearing out, more like it's after inflammation, it starts shedding, and the person can just have those kind of issue, then lead to cancer, then from then death. Another thing is that sexual transmitted infection like gonorrhea and chlamydia are major causes of pelvic inflammatory disease and infertility in women. Pelvic inflammatory disease, for short, we call it PID. It can actually, in fact, recently, I think one question I usually ask women when they come to give symptoms of that relates to PID. Some of the symptoms that relate to PID is that the person might have issue with the hormonal, the menses. The menses will not come the way it should. The person might even be having pain in the lower part of the stomach, up to the waist, even to the back of the back of the person. So when we see symptoms like that, we start guessing that it's possible that the person might be suffering from PID or some other form of infection. So we ask them to go and run tests, and most times 70 to 80% of those times they usually come back with infection. So some of them don't really know that it's infection. So what I'm saying is that some infections like gonorrhea and chlamydia can lead to PID. And I mentioned in there that it can lead to infertility. Somebody that is having issue with menses, it can with the menses from infection, it can actually block production of egg. This egg that women produce that get fertilized and turn to a baby. It can disturb the production, and if it's disturbing the production, the woman cannot easily have a child. There are other things that it causes that can affect infertility, but just using that one as an example. There are a lot of implications, but because of time, I said I won't take your time today. So now let's go to prevention. Okay, first I will say stay with your partner. Okay, avoid extramarital affairs. Okay, avoid extramarital affairs. If you are not married, try nobody. I'm not gonna tell me nobody. This is this is a Christian program, but try to abstain. If you know that you are not married, abstain. Then for those, even for the married people, sometimes use protection. If you are not sure of your body, maybe you are feeling some signs like I think I'm not feeling too good, I think I might be having symptoms of infection, try to use barrier method. You can use barrier method, the condoms and the likes. Okay. But let me tell you, there are some of these infections that this condom does not protect you from, like extragenital ulcer, syphilis, and genital herpes. Those ones are by contact. By contact, you understand what I'm saying? By contact, it's by contact. It doesn't. You don't have to say that. And since I'm using protection, nothing will happen. It does not prevent everything. That's why I said, avoid extramarital affair or just abstain. Okay. Then there are vaccines. Hepatitis B have vaccines that you can take to prevent yourself from these things. Even HPV, human papilloma virus, that in fact that one they've been preaching it in almost all hospitals for women. In fact, I know of some government places where they even try to do it for free because it's quite expensive. The vaccine is quite expensive, but some of them even try to do it for free. So if you are a woman, you are a woman and you're already getting to the age of being sexually matured, you can get this HPV vaccine. It prevents cervical cancer because it's most times from HPV that women get cervical cancer. This cervical cancer is fatal. It takes a lot of death. I mentioned it earlier. So how do you know if you have infection? The thing is that, like I said, symptoms does not come in many people. Mentioning that in that 1 million that comes every day, that acquires every day, some of them don't even have symptoms. So don't wait till you have all those symptoms like discharge, like itching, like burning sensation, like hormonal imbalance, like you are having pains in your stomach, in your back, everything. Don't wait. Sometimes do routine check. Sometimes do routine check. You just go to the lab. Let them take your blood. Just do microsensitivity test. Don't take some takes 48 hours. Just do it. Some are even rapid tests like this syphilis, hepatitis B, and HIV. They will do it within minutes. Within minutes, you get your results. I don't even know why some people are even scared of doing some of these things. What I usually say that what you know will not kill you faster than what you don't know. It's what you don't know. Some people say what I don't know will not kill me. In fact, it's what you don't know that even kills the most now. Because in medical line, you might have some ailments that you don't even know that's in your body. I mentioned it. 1 million people every day, and they don't even know, they don't have symptoms. So don't wait till you have symptoms. You can do some of these tests, around. There are microsensitivity tests you can do in the lab. There are some that even do in high income countries. That one, no matter how small the infection is, they will bring it out. They use molecular technology. That's what we call it, molecular technology. They will check the molecule. No matter how small, how little the infection is, they will see it. But in this part of the world, we cannot afford that. We can afford the other one, the microsensitivity and the rapid test. They are available everywhere. Just walk around, go to the hospital, go to the clinics. They will carry it out for you. I mentioned it. There are some that have treatment. There are some curable ones. So for the curable ones, we can use antibiotics. But please don't do self-medication. Don't do self-medication. I mentioned the risks of self-medication. That's drug resistance and some other things that can happen to your body. Self-medication can actually disturb your kidney. It can disturb your liver. It can even disturb your heart. Okay, so don't self-medicate. Go to the places where they know what they are doing. They will run some tests and they will give you the necessary antibiotics and take as instructed. Don't take overdose. Don't take longer than when they ask you to take it. It's very, very important. Because of time, I will not go too deep in that because I've mentioned it before. If you're following that, but if you have other questions, so you can ask from the comment section. I will reply. So there are antivirals also. Okay, the antivirals for herpes and HIV, but that too doesn't have cure. The antivirals are just to manage. Okay, somebody having HIV does not mean that the person cannot live a good life. You can live a good life. They will place the person on medication, but the person have to be diligent with the medications. You have to be faithful with it. Use it when you're supposed to use it. Okay, then the antiviral also that slows down hepatitis B. Damage to the liver, it will slow it down. It will let it go to. I told you one time we have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, in liver disease. Stage 4 is when it's now an issue where they might need a transplant. Okay, but if you see in stage 1, you can manage with the antiviral to slow down the growth, and God helps you, you're fine. So with that, I think we're we've come to the end of the topic for today. I'm leaving space for questions and comments and all that in the session. So, excuse me. So, sexually transmitted infections are some are curable, some are not curable. I'm just wrapping up a summary. More than 1 million every day. More than 1 million people every day, they acquire sexually transmitted infection without them knowing. Okay, so please try to do routine check. In fact, if you're already you're feeling guilty with what I'm saying, sharply tomorrow morning, if you cannot go today, get the lab, do the test. It's not expensive in some places, small money will do it. And if you're a woman and you're not too sure of yourself, you can go for scan, check for PID, check for ovarian cyst, check your blood. Let them run you some tests for sexually transmitted infection. Just know these things so you can prevent infertility problem. And for some guys that think it's only women that have problem with giving birth, men too have problem. Your sperm might not be as strong as you think it is, so maybe due to infection. So please go and do screening. Screen your blood, screen your sperm. Know where the problem is coming from. Stop blaming that poor woman. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've come to the end of the program today. I'm still going to share our links with you. Lagoon Radio Nigeria on Facebook. On Twitter and Instagram is LAGOONRADIO.NG. On YouTube, Lagoon TV. And for me, I'm on Facebook, Olasimbo Anjorin, OLASIMBO. And I'm on Instagram, Olasimbo.Anjorin on Instagram. So my WhatsApp number is 0054781415. If you have any question on this topic, you can always ask, on those platforms. We'll get back to you on that. We'll reply your question. So, phone number is 0801. 08189 5246666. 08189 5246666. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been me here for some minutes now. Olasimbo Anjorin, and Precious has been here helping me out. Always diligent, always on time. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll be seeing you same time, same place next week, Monday. Bye.
This is Lagoon Radio.
Are you looking for top-notch printing services that deliver quality and reliability every time? Look no further. The Lagos Diocesan Printing Press is here to serve you. At the Lagos Diocesan Printing Press, we specialize in bringing your ideas to life with precision and excellence. Whether you need business cards, brochures, flyers, or banners, we've got you covered. Our state-of-the-art printing technology ensures vibrant colors, clear text, and professional finishing that will make your brand stand out from the crowd. But that's not all. We pride ourselves on exceptional customer service, fast turnaround times, and competitive pricing to fit any budget. So why wait? Visit the Lagos Diocesan Printing Press today at 17 Broad Street, Lagos Anglican Seminary, and let us help you make a lasting impression. You can also give us a call on 0703 559 7826 or 0816 398 2570. Lagos Diocesan Printing Press, where your vision becomes reality.
Hello everyone, I am the Right Reverend Ifedola Senasu Gabriel Okupevi, Bishop of Lagos. You are listening to Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria and the official radio of the Diocese of Lagos Anglican Communion. God bless you as you keep on listening to us. God bless Nigeria. God will keep Nigeria. Lagoon of blessings will be upon you. Keep on listening. Keep on smiling, and peace will reign in your domain. In Jesus' name.
This is Lagoon Radio.